this time, we'd like to welcome parents, alumni, and fans to Homecoming 2008, celebrating 80 years of John Bapst through the decades. Please welcome our cheerleaders and their coach, Jen Babcock, as they present their Homecoming 2008 routine.
So they can do it with us. Can you do it with us? Hey guys, will you guys come to the margarita with us? The margaritas from the margarita. Yeah, guys, guys, we're doing a 90s dance. It's okay. Oh no. They want to do margarita. So you're gonna get into that? Yeah, do margarita if you want to join. Marion, get over here next to me. Here, right now. Right here. No, you're right now. Are you guys ready? Ladies. Everyone at this time, please join me in welcoming the alumni cheerleaders as they join us in the John Bapst School Song. Job. Fans, just imagine this year we are celebrating 80 years of our great school, John Bapst. Next we welcome the 2008 Drumline Show under the leadership of drum majors Nick Waiter and Ryan Asla, both seniors this year.
Great job. What a great addition to the Bapst musical spirit. And at this time, please join us in welcoming our 2008 homecoming court. Returning here to help crown this year's King and Queen and winning class of last year's King and Queen, Michael Raymond and Sheila Tui. Welcome back, Michael and Sheila. Representing the freshman class are Stuart Lenz and Emily Tilton. Stuart is the son of Dr. and Mrs. Richard Lenz of Camden. Emily is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kevin Tilton of Holden. The freshman class this year won our Pajama Day and beat the seniors in 1 out of 3 polls at the tug of war. Representing the sophomore class are Andrew Babbitt and Taylor Edgecombe. Andrew is the son of Dr. and Mrs. Joseph Babbitt. Taylor is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Atwell Edgecombe. The sophomore class this year outshone everyone on class color day with 85% of the class participating. Representing the junior class of Dylan Jordan and Logan Woodley. Dylan is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Gary Jordan of Glenburn. Morgan is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Roderick Woodley of Glenburn. The junior class this year beat everyone on Decades Day. They were totally 80s. They also showed their spirit on John Bapst Friday. With 95% participation, they were a sea of purple and white. Finally, in a very emotional tug of war, the juniors surpassed the seniors with a hard-fought victory. Representing the senior class are Mike Lalime and Amy Cheatham. Mike is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Paul Lalime of Poland, and Amy is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Cheatham of Monroe. While the seniors couldn't follow the tug of war, they had the most people participating on Jeans and T-shirt Day. They also showed great organization and heart in winning our canned food drive for Manna. They won our pep assembly cheer contest at the Groupiest Corner, representing the 60s.
You guys should be in the middle.
They finally brought it all home with their impressive pregame performance. Right on, seniors. After a vigorous competition between classes, the points have been tallied, but unannounced until now. Please congratulate our overall winners, the seniors. Great job, class of 2009. Thank you again for your wonderful support, and thanks to our students for all your spirit and participation this week. Enjoy the rest of the game, and we'll see you at Homecoming 2009. And finally, welcome back our band and chorale as they pop up the field for the second half of our game with more tunes from the decades.
putting thousands of students on television, My Video Productions. If you would like a DVD copy of this production, please contact Eric Baxter at 991-9615 or visit our offices at 185 North Main Street, Brewer, Maine. Funding for this production was provided by Page Employment and Seaboard Security. When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net. For all your canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The John Bapst Crusaders and the MCI Huskies. John Bapst on top, 21-0 here as we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Quick look at stats. Derek Smith on the air, 5 of 9 for 17 yards, but it's the ground that's doing it for the Crusaders. Bill Weatherby has 11 carries for 96 yards. Chase Huckstein with 5 carries, 10 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Derek Smith, 5 carries for 52 yards, leading the way for the Crusaders, who are on top here, 21-0. And this one, John Bapst also getting 2 interceptions, 2 key interceptions, I should say, from Chris Fogler. We're going to go down to the field now with Larry Freeman.
John Bapst will receive to start the second half. Guys, shake it up. Have a good one.
So John Bapst will receive here to start the third quarter, and that's the benefits of deferring to start things off. I hope you guys all enjoyed the halftime festivities as John Bapst turned 80 years old, and I was down on near the field level there, and I got to see the drum line perform, and that was a very interesting, but it was actually rather entertaining.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job with the halftime show. John Bapst High School doing a great job. The band, really good job on the halftime show there.
So John Bapst will return up 21-0 here as we get ready to start the third quarter. They're going to hope to extend that lead here early, and they're being led by their senior quarterback, Derek Smith, who's done it in the air and on the ground, as well as Bill Weatherby. But the key for the Crusaders today has been that blocking in that backfield.
Yeah, Weatherby and Huckstein have both carried the ball very efficiently, but when they don't have the ball, they're still contributing to their team. They're contributing to the running attack, helping out one another in throwing key blocks to help spring the other guy for big yardage. And we've seen it all game. This running attack for Bapst is what's got them up 21-0 on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of success throwing the ball, so when they run the ball, that's when they're most efficient tonight. And Huckstein and Weatherby doing a good job, not only carrying the football but also blocking as well.
Patrick Hapworth sets a kickoff for the Huskies. A deep kick, going to be fielded. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to be fielded by Weatherby at the 15, up across the 25 to the 27, hit and dropped, and a fumble on the play. And we'll see it's MCI ball as the fumble recovered there by number 54, Sam Felou, with the recovery. So John Bapst, a key turnover here early, and now MCI, we'll see what they can do on offense as they struggled in that first half, moving that ball effectively against this fast and quick Crusader defense.
They did struggle, but right now they're starting the second half. They kick off, get a fumble on the opening kickoff, and now they're in good field position, 25 yards to go till they punch it into the end zone. So a really great way to start the second half for MCI right now.
Miller in motion. The pitch is going to give to him, but tackled on the play there by number 61. That's Tyler Chamberlain with a big tackle there. And no signs whatsoever of Chamberlain's knee being any factor in this one.
Yeah, you talked about his knee injury, and anytime you have a kid playing with 2 torn ligaments in his knee or whatever the injury is, I know he has an ACL injury. You know, anytime that he's playing with an injury like that, you know he's a key player. So Bapst is happy to have him out there right now. He's playing through pain, and give him credit, man. Give it a courageous effort on his part.
Chamberlain, 6 feet, 220 pounds. Looking to play some college ball next year. There's a fumble on the play, and we'll see if MCI recovers as they do. But the quarterback, Wilson, slipped. Looked like he got stepped on by the stepped feet there with the center as he fell back. The handoff was a fumble, and the recovery was there, made by Reeser, and it's going to be no gain on the play.
It's not the first time we've seen MCI struggle in the backfield with a handoff. That's the third time, actually. They've turned the ball over doing that. And right now, you know, you start the second half off good with a fumble recovery. You get your offense on the field early. You got good field position. You really want to try to capitalize on this drive and put points up. So this third down is crucial for them.
Miller in motion. He's going to get the handoff along the far side. Hit and a big tackle there as Billy Weatherby comes up to make the tackle along with Tyler Chamberlain.
Well, the John Bapst defense rising to the challenge there, making a big stop on third down. It's going to give them, this is a 4th and long, so 4th and 7, 4th and 8. Obviously, the MCI will be going for it here, and this is a huge play for them right now. Open up the drive to start the second half. They want to try to get some points on the board that go a long way in the rest of the game toward chipping away at this lead, so this is a crucial play right now.
4th and 7, Wilson trips again, and down he goes. And the John Bapst offense will take the field here. And it seems like MCI is having some trouble with their footing here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong. We've seen Wilson stumble a few times in the backfield. There on 4th and 7, they were going to go to the air. Looks like he had a couple guys open downfield too, so just an unfortunate situation there for MCI. They turn it over on 4 downs, right back to the John Bapst defense. So the big fumble recovery on the opening kickoff, but to no avail as Bapst gets the ball back.
And now Derek Smith leading the way for the Crusader offense once again. Dropping back to pass, throws to Weatherby near side, 25-yard line. Up across the 30, hit and pushed back to the 30. As MCI makes a big hit there, stands up Weatherby. Leading the tackle there was number 61, Andy Shorey of MCI.
Nice tackle there by Shorey, just squaring up the ball carrier, putting his pads into him, driving his feet, making a good wrap-up tackle there.
So a 2-yard gain there on the play for Weatherby. His 3rd catch of the game. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the 31. John Bapst leading now 21-0 over the Huskies. Smith, the shotgun formation with 4 wideouts. Looking, throwing across the field, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Good coverage there by MCI. Number 9, Craig Razor, the closest defender to the play.
We've seen Smith throw the football a lot in this game. Certainly the John Bapst coaching staff has a lot of confidence in his arm. He's a big quarterback guy. His favorite team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger is his favorite player. He's a senior. He's going to be going to college at URI next year.
University of Rhode Island, a little bit of a road trip for the senior and Smith. Hand off to Weatherby across the far side. Up across the 30, he's going to lead block the 40. And it's going to be pushed up until the 43, but a flag comes flying in, and another flag comes flying in as well. And we'll see from Larry Freeman what the call on the play is going to be. It's going to be a hold on John Bapst.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards, they're down.
So a 10-yard penalty there will push John Bapst back. But a good run there by Weatherby. Needless to say, whether the hold was there or not, Weatherby showing what he can do for this Crusader offense. Weatherby, only a junior.
Yeah, nice sweep there. Nice sweep run there by Weatherby, running like his favorite player, Emmitt Smith, used to run back in the day.
Emmitt Smith, of course, played with the Cowboys, as well as the Cardinals.
Weatherby plans to play football in college next year, wherever he attends.
Smith dropping back to pass, looking, airing up deep down the field. He's got Fogler. It's caught at the 30, bobbles and drops it at the 20. If he would have been able to hold on to that one, that would have been a great play by Fogler.
Yeah, and that's just a beautiful throw there by Smith, rolling out to his right side. Fogler ran a little out and up, a little double move there. He broke open. It was a great route by Fogler. You know, he got open, He was open down the football field. Smith delivered the football right on time where it needed to be. Just bobbled. That's a tough catch to make, right over his shoulder, running in full stride and full speed. It's a lot harder than it looks on TV to make that play when you're running that fast, but that happens. That's part of the game, but a great throw there by Smith.
So 4th and 5 from the 34. Smith will be in to punt now. Good snap. The punt is up, a good punt. It's going to take a bounce at the 45 and roll inside to the 40, 35. Fielded by a Husky player there. I believe that is number 9, Razor. And it is. So John Bapst defense will come on the field. We'll take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
Hey Dad, you need new quality jewelers commercial.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, since you asked. Wait a minute. If I buy these diamond earrings for someone, you'll credit me the full price towards a bigger pair years from now when I have a job?
Yes,
Even if they're just a little bigger?
definitely.
Dad, that's a no-brainer.
We'd like to thank all our employees, office staff, and of course our business clients for helping Page Employment win the Market Surveys of America's 2006 Best Employment Agency Award for the 2nd year in a row. We're very proud of our employees and managers and the great work they do. And this year, Page Employment received a MEMIC Safety Management Award for creating a safe and caring place to work. Congratulations to all from Page Employment.
During our lifetime, priorities change, and we begin to seek out products that enhance our lives. We move and we grow and come to realize what's truly important. We begin to understand the value of our time and see the results of investing wisely. Priorities change, standards don't. Paradigm Windows of Portland, Maine. Windows solutions for life.
Available from Carefree Window and Siding Company. Call 989-4260. Security. You know what it means. And now you know where to find it. Seaboard. If you're responsible for a school, business, healthcare facility, or any other organization, the only word you need to know when it comes to keeping your facility secure is Seaboard. Because your students, customers, patients, employees, all the people who depend on you can depend on us. You just have to remember one word: Seaboard.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The John Bapst Crusaders and the MCI Huskies. Miller in motion for the Huskies. Wilson under center. He throws the pass along the far side. And that pass is going to be completed. The pass completed to number 31, Nick Cook. And that is the first completion of the day for Brandon Wilson now. And he picks up about 3 on the play. Or 2 they're going to give him. Wilson now back under center. And off is going to be to Malone. Malone trying to get up the middle, not getting much as he gets back to just the line of scrimmage. And John Bapst really not falling for this man in motion offense that MCI is currently running.
They really are, and they've done a good job doing their assignment. Each individual player sticking with their assignment, doing what they have to do. And when you got 11 guys doing their assignment, it makes it easier for everyone else. You don't have a guy having to worry about what someone else is doing on the field. It's being accountable for what you're responsible for. And the defense for John Bapst has done a great job all day for that. Not getting fooled with motion, staying at home, staying where they need to be, sniffing out the misdirection plays that MCI is trying to run off the motion. So the John Bapst defense, I talked about it in the first half, and the story's the same here in the second half so far. They've done a great job.
We had a holding penalty on MCI, and that's going to back them up again. So 2nd and 17 from the 35, 7:40 to go here. Third quarter, John Bapst currently on top, 21-0 over the visiting Huskies here at homecoming for the Crusaders. Wilson, he's going to keep it himself, looking possibly to pitch. Up the middle now, up across the 40, breaking a tackle up across the 45 before being hit and brought down by Tyler Chamberlain.
I'm impressed by the way Wilson's running the option for the MCI offense right now. They haven't had a lot of success doing much else. Wilson's had some success running the football. You see right there, running option. He's doing a good job. When he sees an opening up the field, he's hitting. He's not waiting. He's not dilly-dallying. You know, he sees a hole, he's hitting it, picking up a positive yards, 11 yards right there. Really, I think MCI needs to stick with the option. That's where they've had success so far, and I think that's where they're going to continue to have success.
So an 11-yard gain there for Brandon Wilson. Dropping back to pass now, looking. Here comes the rush from the Crusaders. The pass is up. Almost intercepted there. Derek Smith giving it an effort.
Good pass. You credit the defensive line for that play there, forcing an errant throw there by Wilson. Just had to get rid of it before getting sacked. Pressure up front is the best way to disrupt the pass play. Also good coverage there by the John Bapst defense staying at home in the secondary.
And that's going to bring up a 4th and 6 situation here from the 46 for MCI. And it looks like they are gonna punt it now. Malone will punt it away. And Smith back to return for the Crusaders. Notice now the Crusaders are only giving him about 20 yards on this punt here. And he's going to send a booming punt, fielded at the 33. Hit at the 35 is Smith. He breaks a tackle, and he's not going to get much more than the 35-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on MCI.
Real quick, while we have a minute, I was running through the John Bapst player profiles here and came across number 55, Jason Pulley. Cites his favorite football team as the Miami Dolphins, his favorite player as Ronnie Brown, and that's just an intelligent kid right there, just a really smart kid. Two things him and I have in common there is if you watch any football, you know Ronnie Brown single-handedly dismantled the New England Patriots a few weeks ago, so it's a good call by that kid, Jason Pulley.
And now we're going to see Malone punch it away again. A deep kick this time. Fielded at the 30 by Smith. Smith up across the 34, up to the 35. Breaks a tackle. We have a flag on the play. Up across the 45 before being brought down. But I have a feeling this flag is going to go against the Crusaders here.
Yeah, anytime you see a flag on a punt play, on a punt like that, especially where that flag was thrown, it's going to be a block in the back or a clip or something of that sort.
It's going to be a hold against the Crusaders. So out of the many options you gave us, the hold was not one of them.
Well, I guess not. Unfortunately, that's one of those things about football. Anytime you see a good punt return, you always got to be worried that there's a flag down thrown for a clipping or a block in the back, or in this case, a holding penalty. That's just something you see a lot in football. You watch enough football, you're going to catch on to that usually when there's a long return on a punt, someone might have done something illegal.
So now we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 25. The John Bapst Crusaders will start their drive down the field. Coming out again in the shotgun formation with 4 wide. They've tend to throw out of this situation rather than run it. As Weatherby goes in motion, the handoff is going to be given to Hochstein up the middle. A gain of about 6 on the play.
Nice run by Hochstein there. It keeps his balance running through the defensive line, getting to the second level. Nice balance run there.
Well, we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be against the Crusaders.
You never really want to be critical of the officiating crew, but I think at some point you just got to let the kids play football a little bit, kind of loosen up a little bit, hold on to your flags a little bit more. You're kind of negating some good runs here, and at some point you just got to let them play the game. That's part of the game. You can pretty much call a penalty on any play.
So illegal procedure on John Bapst. And that will bring up 1st and 15 from the 20 now. 5:57 to go here, 3rd quarter. And this one, a big LTC matchup, the low snap. Smith gets it, he breaks a tackle, he's trying to break another one. Not getting much there, but a good recovery there by Derek Smith.
John Bapst has really employed this shotgun offense a lot in this game. We've seen him come out in that look about half the time. Half of their offensive plays, but we've seen them struggle with the snap. The snap's been down, low in the dirt a little bit. Smith's had a little trouble handling some of the snaps, so kind of curious why they keep going back to that shotgun formation.
A loss of about 3 on the play. looking at a 2nd and 20. And another bad snap. This one's going to be picked up by Huckstein. A pitch back to Smith. Smith throwing to Fogler. I don't know what happened on that play. But
well, that was just good job by Huckstein and Smith on that play, doing a little improvisation. Huckstein picked up the fumbled snap, lateral to Smith, who got rid of the ball before losing yards. So that's just a heads-up play there, not to lose any more yards than you already have.
And Coach Dan O'Connell wants a timeout to talk to the troops now. With that timeout, we're going to take a timeout. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net. For all your canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor. High school football, brought to you by Page Employment and Seaboard Security.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Coach Dan O'Connell wanted a timeout, talk to the troops here. Shotgun formation for Bapst again. Smith back to pass, looking, he's going to be hit, trying to stay out of that end zone. And he's going to be brought down around the 5. A big sack on the play is getting up from the pile first is number 68, Caleb Shute with a tackle.
Good job, good pass rush there by the MCI defense. Shute just getting up the middle, shooting through the offensive line there, pressuring the quarterback before he can make a decision with the ball. It's 4th and 30 right now, and the MCI defense really coming alive right now, sacking the quarterback, causing confusion in the backfield. Really an unproductive drive right there by Bapst, and credit the Husky defense for that.
The MCI offense, no doubt about it there. Defense, had a big stand as the offense of John Bapst just was not clicking. That ball's going to roll inside the 50, and diving on it safely is going to be Miller. And we'll see if the MCI offense can get something going here after a big defensive 3 and out there. Coach O'Connell doesn't look like he's too happy with the offensive crew as they're coming off the field, and now the defense. They're going to get their chance to step up to the plate. And really, the John Bapst defense has answered the task of MCI, and they've played very well today.
Yeah, all game they've played well, stymieing this MCI offense. Eventually, if you're MCI, there's something you got to try something new, try to get something working. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter now, and they're scoreless. They've had good field position this half, so you got to try some new things on offense to try to get it going for you guys.
John Bapst puts 6 on the line as Wilson carries it up across the 45 to the 44 for a gain of 6 on the play.
And some of that might be you running the football with Wilson more. I think he's had a lot of success running the ball from the quarterback position.
4 carries, 17 yards for Wilson. That's not too bad for a quarterback, as he averages a little over 4.25 yards per carry. So Wilson doing a good job on the ground. Or he has more yards than that. Wilson going to carry it himself again. He's got enough for a first down.
Good pickup there for the first down by Wilson. Tough run, just getting to the sticks, picking up the first down, not doing too much, just finding where the first down is, locating the first down marker, getting there, moving the chains. One thing we haven't seen out of MCI is a long drive where they've sustained it for several minutes, where they've got several first downs, but it really hasn't happened this game. So maybe now, winding down the 3rd quarter here, they can piece together a few first downs, keep the chains moving, just move down the football field. They're in Bapst territory right now, so this is a position where you just got to smell the end zone and get it done.
Corrected stat for Wilson, 7 carries, 37 yards on the day. Miller in motion way in the backfield. We have a whistle and a flag on the play, and it looks like this is going to be a offsides on John Bapst, an encroachment penalty. That's going to move him up 5 yards. And that will bring up first down and 5 from the 35. So MCI moving the ball down the field very effectively, but it's being led by Brandon Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson's running the football well, and you see another positive thing for the MCI offense. 1st and 5 now, 3 downs to pick up 5 yards, and then you have another first down. So just worry about that. Don't try to look ahead too far. Don't try to do too much. Just stick with the task at hand and pick up the first down right now.
Carrying the ball was Bennett. Bennett up across on the near side, up to about the 32-yard line. Hochstein in there on the tackle.
Well, Hochstein's been all over the field. We've called his name several times tonight. We talked about his dad played football at the U. His favorite football team is also the Pittsburgh Steelers, and his favorite player is Troy Polamalu. Been playing football for 7 years, also plays hockey and baseball.
You can see the Troy Polamalu fan in him as he's been unleashing some big blocks.
All over the field.
Polamalu not afraid to hit the blocks. Run there by Wilson. Tackle made by Weatherby.
You see MCI right now sticking to the option game because they've had success doing it in the second half. They're running the ball with Wilson, and he's doing a good job protecting the football. He's not being careless with it. He's not pitching in traffic. He's not pitching when he shouldn't be. When he sees a hole, he's running with it. He's running when he needs to be, pitching when he needs to be. He's handling the ball very, very well right now.
As we look now, 3rd and 4 from the 34. Miller in motion. Gonna get the handoff along the outside for a pickup of about 2 on the play.
He's gonna be close to the first down. MCI tried to get Bapst to jump there with a hard count. Good job staying disciplined by Bapst, but a very good run by Miller. Looks like he's close to the first down.
And I think they gave him a pretty favorable spot there.
Might have a measurement here.
It looked like he had only picked up a couple, but they're going to say he picked up 4, and it's going to be 4th and inches. And I'm going to say you're probably going to see Wilson with a keeper here up the middle.
Yeah, I think just a QB sneak is the way to go right here. This is a must convert 4th down for MCI. Still a lot of football left to be played, but this is one of your best opportunities you've had all game. You're at the 30-yard line of John Bapst. 4th and 1. You've already got a few first downs this drive, so to sustain this drive, pick up a first down here would be huge, and it'd go a long way in the confidence of their offense. If you get the more first downs you get, the better you move the ball, the more confidence you have in the plays you're going to run.
And now Tom Bertrand's going to move the ball. The ball has been moved back a little bit. Tom Bertrand not too happy about that. He wants an explanation from the refs. But it looks like it's going to be about 4th and maybe 1 now, about a full yard. So the 4th and inches might have been washed out now.
Yeah, the QB keep might not be an option now. If it's 4th and inches, it's pretty easy just to fall forward with your quarterback. But in a 4th and 1 situation, maybe a fullback dive, maybe a halfback dive up the middle, somewhere you can get a blocker in front of you and pick up a first down.
We'll see what MCI does. No doubt about it, John Bapst is really going to stack the line here, you would think, as they would look for something up the middle. You see Tyler Dubé trying to get the team fired up, a senior on this squad. And John Bapst coming up with 4 down linemen. Weatherby creeping up, Hochstein creeping up. Miller in motion. It's going to be handoff to Miller up the middle, and it's going to be close, and he might not have got it.
I don't think he did.
And John Bapst is saying no as Chris Desmond, number 77, the first one to wrap him up. Also in there, Shane Haas and Tyler Chamberlain. And I don't think they got it, but they're going to call for a measurement.
Well, MCI ran right at the defensive line of John Bapst, just man on man, blocker on blocker, trying to get the best of their defensive line, but they answered the bell once again. I don't think they got this. Good play. Either way it goes, that was a great play by John Bapst.
And they want to take a measurement here. I don't think he got it. They want to bring the chains out, but it looked like that John Bapst defense came up big and got the stop here. And here comes the chain crew. If the defense stopped it, Chris Desmond, Tyler Chamberlain in there, as well as Shane Haas on the stop. And they stretch it out, and it doesn't look like it is enough, and it's not, as it's about a quarter of a football short. And John Bapst's offense will take the field now.
Big stop there for the John Bapst defense. Coming up there on 4th down, making the stop and getting the ball back to their offense here.
So Smith will take the Crusaders back out onto the field. The first down for the Crusaders. Already up big in this one, 21-0. And now John Bapst will look to try to add to that lead. As the line will get set. MCI looking to force probably a turnover here, try to get back into this game. But they're going to have to do something big and quick here. Already down 21-0.
Yeah, the way this game's going, MCI is going to need some sort of break here. Heading into the 4th quarter, minute left in the 3rd. They're going to have to try to force a turnover, maybe come up with a big defensive stop, something to try to switch the momentum in this game.
So Smith will get the play from head coach Dan O'Connell, and he'll come to the line. And we'll see what the Crusaders will do here, if they'll throw or run.
Smith is certainly a capable passer. I think he's the kind of quarterback where you don't really have to ask when he's going to throw. You can come out and throw it on first down. He's got the arm, he's got the accuracy.
And Smith is going to drop back, hand it off to Weatherby. And Weatherby is going to go forward for a gain of a couple on the play there. Good job by the Bapst line trying to open up a hole for Weatherby to try to slip through there.
Yeah, this MCI defense isn't quitting. They're playing tough. It's still a football game with a whole quarter left to play, so they're not going to quit yet. Do a good job there, the defensive line, to trip up Weatherby before he could get anything going.
Bapst in a little bit of a hurry-up offense here inside of a minute here in the third. Smith will come back to the line, scanning the defense. Drop back and hand it off to Weatherby. Weatherby on the outside now. Still on his feet, breaks the tackle, hits the 50, up to the 40, at the 30 now, cuts across backfield here on the near side. The 20, the 10, and he's going to walk it in for a touchdown for Billy Weatherby.
Wow, Weatherby just takes a handoff here from Smith, goes around the left side. Smooth sailing. He had all green in front of him. He just lets his wide out get in front of him, throws a block, sets up his blocks nicely. Really easy run there. Give credit to the John Bapst offensive line for creating a big hole for him to run through there. And once he got through that, it was all green the rest of the way to the end zone. Nice run by Weatherby.
There's a flag on the play, so we'll see what the flag is. We'll see if it's going to go against the Crusaders or MCI. And look down here and see what the call is. It is a legal block below the waist, and it is on John Bapst, so that will take the touchdown back. So Billy Weatherby has one brought back, and after a long distance run like that, you must be tired. Now you're going to have to go into the huddle and tell your team, hey guys, I just scored a touchdown. Let's not have another penalty.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Weatherby. He just runs about 60 yards all for naught, but nonetheless, it was a good run. It was a great run by Weatherby. They're going to have to try to come back, though, in the huddle and duplicate it, because penalty negates that long run there. That's just something you can't have as an offense. They had a chance to put this game away. Penalty kind of negates that run, but we got to go back to work here.
So Smith in a shotgun formation. Weatherby will be in motion. Smith dropping back to pass, looking, throwing down the field on the near side. He's got a man, and it's caught by Fogler. He's going to be brought down at the 40, so a good catch by Fogler. And the Crusaders are back in business once again.
That's a great way for the Crusaders to respond to that penalty. You kind of get put in a bad situation after that long touchdown run that gets called back. You come out here, Smith just rolls to his right. Good job by the offensive line to set up a nice pocket for him to comfortably sit in there, and he throws a strike down the field into double coverage, and Fogler he's a big target there. He makes a great catch, and first down there for John Bapst.
Billy Weatherby also had a key block there in the backfield as Bapst hands it off to Huckstein. He's going to go forward for a first down, but a flag is thrown on the play, and we'll see what this flag is on here. Both teams coming into this game 3-1, so a lot of playoff implications on the line here. And it looks like the penalty may be on Bapst, as our head official is talking to an MCI player right now, trying to see what they want to do.
Second time on this drive we've seen John Bapst kind of put themselves in a bad position, moving backwards with costly penalty. That was a good gain there by Huckstein. That's going to get called back. Luckily, they're in the lead right now, so these penalties aren't hurting them too bad. But anytime you get runs like that, you just can't have penalties that negate them. And we've seen it twice on this drive already.
An illegal procedure penalty on Bapst. So now Bapst will come back to the line. Smith will be in a shotgun formation, it looks like. Already in this game, Huckstein a 2-yard touchdown run, Weatherby a 50-yard touchdown run, and Huckstein in the third already with a 1-yard touchdown run. So everything coming in on the ground so far. And as you see a shot of the John Bapst offensive line. So Smith going back under center, not going to be in the shotgun this time. Going to hand it off to Weatherby along the far side. He breaks a hole, and he's off to the races. Billy Weatherby, no one's going to catch him, and he's going to bring it into the end zone for 6.
Great way to respond for John Bapst there. If you're Kevin O'Connell, you got to be pleased by the way your team responded there. Gets a long run by Weatherby earlier in the drive, gets called back for a penalty. You come out the very next play, you throw a long pass down the field, get a chunk of that yardage back, and now the give to Weatherby here. as he just breaks up the middle, gets to the second level, and uses his speed to outrun all the defenders. Good job breaking tackles there, and just his speed takes him the rest of the way into the end zone. That's a great way to respond and get that touchdown back if you're John Bapst.
So Bapst on for the extra point now. The kick is up, and it is blocked at the line. So MCI blocks the field goal, and they're now going to be trailing in this one, 27-0. At the end of 3, we'll be back. After this, you're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
Security. You know what it means. And now you know where to find it. Seaboard. If you're responsible for a school, business, healthcare facility, or any other organization, the only word you need to know when it comes to keeping your facility secure is Seaboard. Because your students, customers, patients, employees, all the people who depend on you can depend on us. You just have to remember one word: Seaboard.
During our lifetime, priorities change, and we begin to seek out products that enhance our lives. We move and we grow and come to realize what's truly important. We begin to understand the value of our time and see the results of investing wisely. Priorities change, standards don't. Paradigm Windows of Portland, Maine. Windows solutions for life.
Available from Carefree Window and Siding Company. Call 989-4260.
Hey Dad, you need new quality jewelers commercial.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, since you asked. Wait a minute. If I buy these diamond earrings for someone, you'll credit me the full price towards a bigger pair years from now when I have a job?
Yes.
Even if they're just a little bigger?
Definitely.
Dad, that's a no-brainer.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The John Bapst Crusaders and the MCI Huskies. John Bapst on top, 27-0 in this one. Kick's going to be fielded at the 25 by Miller. Miller up across the 30, brought down at the 32. So John Bapst having everything go their way in this one, up 27-0.
Yeah, they're firing on all cylinders. Obviously, their offense behind Weatherby and Huckstein has been very efficient today. Their defense is playing outstanding, and also their special teams doing a good job in the coverage units. So it's just an all-around team effort by John Bapst tonight.
So here we go. MCI taking the field now. Wilson under center for MCI. MCI going to try to mount some offense here. Down 27-0. It's not over, but they're going to need to put a point up here too. Pretty quick here in order to have a chance to come back. Wilson dropping back to pass, looking. Here comes a blitz. And Smith almost intercepts it, but a big hit and getting there pretty quick was Taylor Dubé of John Bapst.
Yeah, good play by Dubé. No surprise there. His favorite player is Lawrence Taylor.
He was blitzing in from the blind side.
Playing like his idol Lawrence Taylor used to play back in the heyday. Good throw there by Wilson. I like the play call, taking a shot downfield. They have a big, tall target, number 31, Nick Cook. So that's not a bad play call on first down. And down 27 in the fourth quarter, I expect to see a few more throws like that before this one's over.
Taylor Dubé looking on to play some college football after high school, as well as attend a pharmacy school, as he wants to be a pharmacist. Pitch this time is going to be Miller along the near side, up across the 40, or excuse me, the 34-yard line.
Not a whole lot you can do if you're Nick Miller right there. This John Bapst defensive line is just too tough tonight, just getting They're in every position they need to be. Every time he tries to make a cut, there's a Bapst defender there in the hole to stop it. This John Bapst defense just swarming to the football, playing like a 3-1 football team and playing like a team that deserves to be at the top of their conference right now.
Got to be very impressed right now with this John Bapst team. The number 2 team in the Little 10 Conference, taking on MCI, who was number 3. Bapst looking forward to the schedule ahead, and no doubt about it, they've got one game circled on that calendar, and that's a rematch with the defending Eastern Maine champion, Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Wilson is going to carry the ball along the far side now. Going to be wrapped up and brought down on the play by Bill Stoddard, number 56. Also in there is Chris Desmond, as Coach O'Connell trying to bring in a bunch of different new players here. He's most likely going to try to get in all the seniors, as this is their last homecoming game. All 11 of them. Chase Hochstein, Derek Smith, Chris Fogler, Tim Armistead, Taylor Dubé, Steve Kelly, Ian Grover, Tyler Chamberlain, Cecil Kirshner, AJ Snap, the senior crew of this John Bapst Crusader team. It's going to be a fake punt, throwing downfield. He's got Miller caught and completed. A great punt, a great pass there by Tyler Maloon, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Maloon throwing a strike there to Nick Miller on the sideline on the fake punt. Great play call. I like that play call. And it was a really a good throw there by a player who usually plays running back. I don't know, Adam. It kind of reminded me of Ronnie Brown a few weeks ago, throwing a touchdown against the Patriots.
So on the fake punt there, it's enough for a first down, 1st and 10 from the 49, and this could be what the momentum that MCI's needed. Wilson keeping it onto the outside, pitches off now. And that's going to be close to a first down for Bennett, number 22.
That's just flawless execution of the option play right there by Wilson. He's run it well all night, and he continues to do it right there. Holding the ball to the very last minute, making the defender commit to him before he pitches it off to Sean Bennett there on the outside. And Bennett getting the pitch from Wilson and picking up 10 yards and a first down. So I'm really impressed by the way Wilson's run option. That's a positive thing that MCI can take from this game, is their option game has looked very well today, and Wilson's done a great job running it.
So now, 1st and 10. Wilson keeping it along the near side. He's going to keep it up himself. Wrapped up by the ankles and brought down by Chase Hochstein.
It looks like Hochstein made a saving tackle there, as Wilson with his speed looked like he had a seam he was going to run through, but Hochstein making a touchdown saving tackle right there.
Wilson 9 carries now, 40 yards on the day. This John Bapst defense trying to keep the shutout intact here.
And they're up 27, but believe me, they do not want to give up any points. The coaches don't want to give up any points. They're going to play just as hard up 27 here in the 4th quarter as they would in the 1st quarter.
Here comes the blitz, and a fumble on the play. Recovered by Bennett, but a great blitz coming in from the far side was Taylor Dubé, and I'm telling you right now, he definitely looks like Lawrence Taylor out there.
He certainly has tonight. That's the second time on this drive we've seen him get after the quarterback, cause fumble there. MCI was able to pick it up, but you said it, he is looking exactly like Lawrence Taylor, his idol there. Doing a great job blitzing off the outside from his linebacker spot and pressuring the quarterback.
This John Bapst defense coming up huge today, led by the group of seniors, Taylor Dubé, Tyler Chamberlain on the line. They're not giving up anything tonight. 3rd and 21 from the 50. We'll see if they blitz from the corner again with Dubé. Whistling a flag. We'll see. It's a false start on MCI, so that's going to back them up 5 yards.
Make this 3rd down even more difficult for him.
And we're looking now at 3rd and 26 from the 45 for MCI. 7:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. Wilson back to pass, throwing across the middle, almost intercepted by Weatherby. And at that point, the offensive player has to become a defensive player, and Nook Cook did all he could to make sure Weatherby didn't come away with that pass.
You're exactly right. Couldn't have said it better myself. In a situation like that, as a wide out, when the throw's across the middle, you see it might be intercepted. You now turn into the defensive back, and you made a good play there, preventing the interception.
And that's going to bring up now 4th and 26. For MCI. And with that, we're going to take a timeout. John Bapst leading 27-0. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net. Workers need jobs. Employers need workers. How are they going to find you? Page Employment, permanent and temporary placements. Maine's first employment service, matching generations of Maine's people to jobs since 1945. For all your Canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing Canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor. Seaboard Security, Uniformed Security Service, with offices at 185 North Main Street in Brewer. Give them a call at 991-9621. Security you can trust.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. The MCI Huskies looking at a 4th and 26 from the 45. They're going to go for it. The pass across field. Now it's going to be thrown across field again. And that one didn't work. They tried to pull some trickery out on that one, but it wasn't going to happen there. So John Bapst's offense will take the field now, up 27-0, and we'll see what this Crusader offense does with a big lead.
I expect them to just come out running the football, eat up clock, try to get out of this game without any injuries. It's been a clean game so far. Just milk the last 7.5 minutes of this football game. You're up 27. You don't really get to try much. Just run the football, eat clock, and leave your 80th homecoming game with a victory.
Dan Keefe just checked in the game now for the Crusaders. He'll be lined up on the near side, and Fogler on the far side. Smith drops back to pass, throwing across field. He's got a man. It's caught. They're going to be close to a first down, a gain of about 9 on the play.
Fogler there on the reception. He's been the target of Derek Smith all game long. He's made a few catches. Comes across the middle there on the slant route. Just does a good job using his hands to catch the football, protecting the football right after he catches it. He got hit, but he held on to it. A nice pitch and catch there. Gain of 9 yards.
Smith now up to 58 yards in the air. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 now from the 36. Throwing again, it's Keefe. Off the fingertips and incomplete. That will bring up 3rd down now for the Crusaders.
I'm not sure why they're coming out throwing the ball here, especially on a 2nd and 1 situation, up 27. I said they'd come out running. They're coming out passing, so that just shows how much I know. But usually in a situation like this, you just want to eat up the rest of this clock. Be content with the victory that you got.
I want to thank our executive producers, Jerry and Bill Baxter. For the past 7 years, they've been the backbone of this company. And I want to thank them for everything that they've done to make sure that people at home can continue to see their kids on television here with high school football. Also, our camera crew, Pam and Eric Baxter. And Eric spends a lot of time editing these games, getting them ready for kids, parents, so that they can cherish the memories. Many long nights he has, and if you were interested in a copy of this game or previous games, give him a call, 991-9615. As Smith's pass is completed to Keefe on the near side for a gain of about 8. This is the 7th year of the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The John Bapst Crusaders spotlighted in this one against the MCI Huskies, up 27-0. With 6:10 to go as Smith drops back to pass, looking for Keefe, end zone, touchdown, 25 yards out. Derek Smith to Dan Keefe.
Nice play there by Smith. Just pump fakes to his right, draws the defense in a little bit, comes back to his left. A good decision, a good quick decision, and a great throw, getting it into the end zone there. I didn't get a number on the wideout, but
it was Dan Keefe.
Dan Keefe on the wideout. Great catch by Keefe. Great throw by Smith. Good pump fake too to draw the defense in a little bit. So a 33-point advantage there after the long TD pass there. So we've seen Smith make a few great throws in this game. We've seen it throw to Fogler a couple of times, a couple of big completions over the middle, and we see that long touchdown pass right there.
And the extra point is going to be blocked once again. So the special teams unit of MCI hanging tough.
Yeah,
30, but
not giving up, but
33-0. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
High school football, brought to you by Page Employment and Seaboard Security.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week, where the team in purple, the John Bapst Crusaders, all over MCI in this one, 33-0, with 6:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. And John Bapst set to kick off. A booming kick downfield, fielded at the 15. It's going to bounce off the hands of Bennett. Picked up at the 20, hit and dropped on the play. As the first one there on the play was Derek Smith, but he's going to have some help there by Jordan Carpenter. And now we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for MCI. I want to thank some more of our sponsors. Carefree Windows and Siding for your siding, window, and roofing needs. Everyone at Carefree wishes you a successful football season. And Da Vinci Signs, when quality matters, located in the Pinewood Business Park in Herman. Wilson back to pass. Here comes that blitz once again. And in there on the tackle, no surprise, it's Taylor Dubé once again.
He's been all over the field for the John Bapst Crusaders all night long. He's been their star on defense. He continues to play hard here, even up 33-0 with 5 minutes left. You're going to love to see that if you're a coach. You guys excited to be out there, excited to be on the football field and just playing the game hard to the final whistle.
And 5:30 to go here, fourth quarter. John Bapst all over on this one. I want to thank Seaboard Security, providing uniformed security officers to Maine Company since 1988. Security you can trust. And of course, Page Employment, matching people to jobs since 1945. Need a job, no fees. Need employees. Call Page 991-9615. Maine's first employment service, a member of the American Staffing Association, and voted Bangor's #1 staffing agency. So John Bapst set to become 4-1 in the LTC. And MCI set to drop to 3-2. This will shake up the standings some here. John Bapst obviously picking up some big Crabtree points in this one, as they're going to be looking to hunt down Bucksport, who's 4-0. And I'm telling you right now, if Bucksport runs the table and John Bapst can run the table, they're set up for a big-time head-on collision in that Eastern Maine final. And if it's anything like the first game, it's going to be another big game here as Wilson drops back to pass. He's got a big blitz coming. That ball's up in the air, and it's a jump ball batted down by John Bapst, but Wilson didn't have much time to do anything there. 3 defenders meeting him right in the backfield.
He didn't have a lot of time, and as a former quarterback, I can kind of appreciate that play there by Wilson. Scrambling around, had some defenders in his face, didn't have a lot of blockers in front of him, but he was still able to get the throw off down the field, give his receiver a chance to make a play. Just getting rid of the ball quick, and it's one of those little things, but it's one of those things I kind of noticed, and it's a good job there by Wilson. He's played well today, given the circumstances.
So 4th and 11 here from the 19. We'll be seeing if there's going to be a fake punt this time or not. Good snap. Kick is up, a beautiful kick. That one's going to go to the 49 before fielded by Weatherby. Across the 50, the 45, up across the 40, hit and brought down at the 37. And with that, we're going to take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. 4:07 to go here, 4th quarter. John Bapst all over on this one, folks. 33-0. Smith passed to Keith, caught and completed inside the 30, brought down to the 28. That's going to be enough for a first down. Smith now, 11 of 18, 101 yards and a touchdown on the day. So good day for Derek Smith.
He's really come alive in the second half. We've seen a lot of good throws out of him in the second half. They're continuing to throw here in this drive. I'm not sure why, but as a quarterback, all you can do is run the plays that are called, and he's done a good job throwing the football today.
On my stat sheet here, I only calculated it for 20 throws because in football, you don't throw that too much in high school football here in Maine. And Derek Smith has thrown 18 passes on the day, so that just goes to show you this John Bapst team is very well-rounded. Not only do they run the ball, but they can throw the ball very effectively.
I mean, they're going up against a very good MCI team. Keep in mind, this MCI team right now they're going to fall to 3-2, but they're a 3-1 team coming into it. They have the same record as Bapst, so Bapst has done this against a very good football team, a tough defense. His defense has played tough despite the 33 points. They're still hanging in there. They're playing tough, and they've done this all against a very good D.
And you saw Derek Smith heading to Rhode Island next year for college. The handoff that time given to number 8, that's Fred Lear. Lear, a junior. So O'Connell doing a good job mixing in the juniors. They're going to be the seniors next year. He wants to make sure the experience is there for them. 2:45 to go here. 4th quarter, John Bapst leading 33-0 here at homecoming. Smith back under center. This time he's going to hand it off to Jacob Leonard, and Leonard going to dive forward for a gain of maybe 1 on the play. Undoubtedly, though, the keys to this game for John Bapst was the defense, and most definitely it was Taylor Dubé who really led the charge on this defense along with Tyler Chamberlain.
Yeah, Dubé was the emotional leader on this defense tonight. He made a lot of plays. We saw him in the second half getting to the quarterback, rushing the quarterback, causing disruption in the backfield. And this John Bapst defense, it's a 33-0 game, but the defense is what's done it for him today.
Smith throwing across field. He's got a man spinning and breaking towards the end zone. And it's a fumble picked up by number 22, Sean Bennett. And
well, they're still throwing the football, and he completed a pass, a nice pass. He was wide open, good throw, good catch. As a quarterback, you can kind of smell another touchdown pass there. He got to the 1-yard line. I'm sure Derek Smith would have loved for him to get in, throw another TD pass up there for him, but as a defense, though, you kind of take it personally when you're getting the score run up on you a little bit. You're getting thrown on still with under 2 minutes left. So to turn the ball over there, get the ball there, it was a good play by Bennett. And trust me, the MCI defense is happy that they kept him out of the end zone there. They're happy that they forced that turnover there because, it's obvious that John Bapst is still trying to put points up.
With that, we're going to take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net. For all your canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor. Workers need jobs. Employers need workers. How are they going to find you? Page Employment, permanent and temporary placements. Maine's first employment service matching generations of Maine's people to jobs since 1945. Seaboard Security, uniformed security service with offices at 185 North Main Street in Brewer. Give them a call at 991-9621. Security you can trust.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The John Bapst Crusaders and the MCI Huskies. A minute and 49 to go here, fourth quarter. John Bapst's defense pitching the shutout here. We'll see what the defense can do now. Wilson still under center. The handoff is to Bennett. Bennett spinning along the far side, breaking a couple tackles, and a flag comes flying in. We'll see what the call is here.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Personal foul, it's a face mask against John Bapst, and that is a big penalty as the ball is now going to be spotted at the 40-yard line.
It's a 15-yard variety there. That's really one of the first big penalty we've seen John Bapst commit today. They've been disciplined. They played well, played good disciplined football on both sides of the ball.
So John Bapst defense here, a minute and 30 away from pitching the shutout. Wilson keeping it along the near side, breaks a tackle, breaks another one up across the 50. Stumbles a little bit and brought down inside the 45 and down at the 42.
Well, I can tell you one thing, MCI really wants to get on the scoreboard here. They do not want to be shut out. They picked up a big turnover there inside their own 10-yard line, inside their own 5-yard line actually, and they want to turn that into points here. You never want to be shut out, regardless of what kind of game it is, what score it is. You just don't want to be shut out. They're in business here, and they have a chance to put some points up, and maybe take a positive going into next week. If they can score on this last drive here, give them a little something to build on going into next week. But you just never want to be shut out, and they're going to try hard to get in the end zone before this one's over.
So Wilson gonna give the pitch now to Miller. Miller close to a first down, brought down inside of a minute now with 50 seconds to go. MCI gonna fall to 3-2 on the year. John Bapst will now go to 4-1 on the year. This Crusader team poised to go back to that title game that they went to last year. Led by a coach that made them believe in themselves, and they have, and now they're seeing what can happen when you do believe in yourself. Carry by Miller to the 10, the 5, and he ruins the shutout for the Crusaders as he puts it in from 35 yards out.
And it's really insignificant. It's an insignificant score, touchdown given the score, but it really does mean a lot for the morale of this MCI team. It's a great run there by Miller. You saw it right there. He made a great cut. Patient, staying behind his blockers, finally making another cut. Really a real good run there by Miller. Gets the team on the scoreboard, avoids a shutout. And if also on the other end of that stick, if you're John Bapst, you're kind of disappointed too. It kind of puts a damper on a big win because you work hard all game for the shutout, and it does mean a lot for your defense if you can shut a team out, giving up a touchdown late. But that means a lot for MCI to get on the scoreboard there. Good run by Miller to get it in.
And the kick is up and good, so MCI puts some points on the board. They now trail 33-7. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
High school football, brought to you by Page Employment and Seaboard Security.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week, the John Bapst Crusaders and the MCI Huskies. 18.7 seconds to go. John Bapst has all but wrapped this one up as they're set to return the kick here. The kick is up and very deep. Going to be fielded at the 8 by Carpenter. Up across the 20. Pushed back after he hit the 25, and he's going to be, let's see where they spot it here. One referee wants it spotted at the 22, one wants it at the 25. So with 11.9 to go, we'll see if they just take a knee or not.
15 yards on return to the 25-yard line. First and 10, John Bapst.
And here we go. John Bapst's offense coming on the field.
We're going to bring the JV squad out, it looks like. It's always good as a JV player to get on the field, get some varsity time. And this is a big game. This is obviously a big game. It means a lot for the John Bapst community, so to get on the field late in the game means a lot.
We'll see who goes under center for John Bapst, but Bapst is going to take a timeout now, so we're just going to keep it right here. We're not going to cut away because it doesn't look like the coaches are going out there. They're just going to take the timeout and get the right players out there right now. And here we go. So the new player under center for John Bapst is going to be number 12. That's Jordan Carpenter. And he's going to take the snap, going to hand it off up the middle. On the carry there is going to be Fred Lear. And with 2 seconds to go, the John Bapst Crusaders have won this one. We're going to go down on the field to wrap this one up. John Bapst, 33, MCI 7. We'll see you down on the field. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
Putting thousands of students on television, My Video Productions. If you'd like a DVD copy of this production, please contact Eric Baxter at 991-9615 or visit our offices at 185 North Main Street, Brewer, Maine. Funding for this production was provided by Page Employment and Seaboard Security.
We're now joined by victorious head coach Dan O'Connell. And Coach, a great game by your team overall today.
Yeah, I was really particularly impressed with how we played on defense. The offense was a little out of sync at the beginning of the game, but the offensive line stepped it up, and Billy made a couple long runs. And then we started to get some of our timing back, but I'm really proud of the kids. They played a great game.
It seemed like every time Billy would run, get a touchdown, he got called back. And it was only a couple plays later, he was back in the end zone again.
Yeah, we definitely need to clean up the penalties. Those are going to cost us down the road, I think, if we continue to commit so many. But we'll go back to work on that. Billy's a tough kid. He'll persevere. He's a head down, hard-nosed type of kid. He's not that big, so people get caught up in thinking that he's just a sprinter sometimes. But he runs tough, and the line opens some holes for him, and he did a good job.
Talk about the defense and the penetration they got in on that quarterback from MCI today.
Yeah, I was particularly, like I said, proud of the defense. We needed a game where the defensive line got tougher, and I think tonight they did a good job honoring their responsibilities and then cranking it up when they knew it was pass. He's a good athlete, and he likes to get outside the pocket. I think our two ends, Taylor Doobie and Max Andrews, did a good job of keeping him between the tackles, and those guys on the D-line did a good job of running him down.
And you guys did something not a lot of teams do. You guys mixed it up quite a bit. You were throwing the ball quite a bit out there. Is that something you guys do a lot, or is that something you guys saw maybe a weakness with MCI tonight?
Well, we'd like to try to stay as balanced as possible. We've been pretty consistent throwing the ball somewhere between 18 and 25 or 30 times a game, depending on how many plays we have. We like to, like I said, stay balanced so that we can keep the other team, off balance. But at the same time, we want to make sure we can get our skilled guys the ball because those are guys that can make big plays for us. And then if we can, get back to pounding the ball a little bit with Bill and Chase, and then get Shane and Dan Keefe and of course Derek, run pass threat. That's a great weapon to have. So we try to stay balanced, but if one thing or the other is working, we try to make some big plays.
And last question. On the offensive side, the backfield, they had great blocking. Is that something you guys work a lot on in practice? Because it seems like every time someone would cut to the outside, he had a lead blocker every time.
I can't say enough about Chase Huckstein. He is a hard-nosed, tough fullback who not only will block the inside zone play, but will block on the perimeter as well as anyone I've had. And he does a great job of timing up his blocks, whether it's a hook or a kick out. And Billy does a good job of staying patient and getting behind him. And then usually we're in the defensive backfield and anything can happen from there. But, it's a pleasure to coach Chase just because you don't necessarily have to work on it as much in practice just because he's such a good player.
Well, Coach, a big win, and now it looks like you're starting a winning tradition here at John Bapst.
Well, I appreciate that, and we'd like to thank you guys for all you do and continued coverage. We thank you very much for coming out to our homecoming game. We appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Joined now by co-players of the game. Offensively, Bill Weatherby, and on defense, Taylor Doobie. We'll start with you, Bill. You really had 3 long touchdown runs. One got called back, but the other 2 withheld, and you guys really played a great game today.
Yeah, the line, they stuck with us the whole game. I know we had penalties and everything, but we buckled down when we needed to get that second one when the other one got turned back. Same play, and the line did a great job for me.
Yeah, you talked about that. You got that TD called back, but the same drive you broke another long TD there. What did you kind of see on that play?
I just saw Chase, and then the wide receivers did a great job, and again the line, but it was the same exact look as the first time, so I knew that once I got through the hole, I was gone. It was pretty much the same exact thing.
And with Taylor, favorite players, Lawrence Taylor. You certainly played like Lawrence Taylor in the second half. You did a good job getting to the quarterback, pressuring MCI's offense there. Talk about what you guys did on defense to kind of, shut them out for the most part, for the majority of the game.
Basically, we just tried to stuff the line, use a lot of D linemen. We try to put a guy in every gap and put 11 hats to the ball. So
yeah, I think you guys did a great job of that, swarming to the football today. Is that something the coach talked to you about, getting a bunch of guys to the point of attack, getting them to the football?
Yeah, well, coach has always said we put a premium on defense. We try to get 11 hats to the ball every play. We kind of got into a shootout with Bucksport at the beginning of the season and been trying to get better on defense every week, and I think we're doing well with that.
Well, it was a great effort by offensively and defensively, especially by these 2 guys. You guys want to show your player of the game shirts to the fans at home? Once again, we're joined by co-players of the game, Taylor Doobie and Bill Weatherby. Guys, a great job tonight.
High school football, brought to you by Page Employment and Seaboard Security.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium, and Lucas, John Bapst comes out on top 33-7. A big victory for the Crusaders, more importantly, heading towards the playoff push.
Yeah, coming into this game, both teams knew it was going to be a huge game. Coming in with identical 3-1 records, trailing by 1 game atop the top of the conference. So this is really a big win for John Bapst. It sets them up very nicely for a playoff push that they're going to make. And if you're MCI, you don't give up. You still keep going because you're 3-2. They're still very much in the playoff hunt. So this is just a lump in the road, but For John Bapst, you got to be really happy. This is a big conference win, and it's something to build on going into the playoffs.
Well, John Bapst comes away victorious here at homecoming, 33-7. You've been watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.